is easier for them to process and also takes up less space. Just like atoms make up everything around us in the real world, everything in the digital world, including video, text, pictures, and more, can be broken down into binary. And even though we can't see them, it's all a bunch of ones and zeros.
GCF Global.
Okay. Anybody ever see the movie Matrix? It's an old movie. Neo lived in the computer world. Everything with them was done with ones and zeros because it was all computer code. So that's what this is, all computer code. So our binary versus our decimal system. So our binary is a base 2 number system. So fill in 2. Using what 2 digits? What did the video say it uses? Yeah. 0 and 1. So they said it was either off or on, like a light switch. What is 0? Off or on? Off. And then 1 is on. Code only reads what is turned what? Off or on? On. Which means we only read the 1. Okay. So we're going to start by looking at decimal system. You guys are used to the decimal system. We have a base 10 system. We have 10 digits in our number system. Okay. This number system is used all over the world, has been used for hundreds of years. And you guys are really used to it, but we're going to look at some of the patterns. How do we get to this number system? Okay. So we have 10 numbers that we use, 0 through 9. And these 10 digits represent a quantitative value. So your age or the number of pets you have, anything that we add together, we can use our number system for. Okay. So we have rules for counting. Increase rightmost column by 1. Remaining columns carry down. When you run out of digits, we add a second column. So let's start with our decimal system. We're just going to start on the rightmost column. So our first digit is 0 in our base 10 system. Our next digit, 1, 2. We keep going until we run out of digits. When I get down to 9, I have run out of digits. So I have to reset my rightmost column. I reset it by starting back at the beginning at 0. But since I had to reset the column, I have to add a new column. Okay, so I start that with 1. That's how I get from 9 to 10. Now with my decimal system, I continue going. I increment up by 1 in my rightmost column. Once I do that, I just carry down whatever's left. Increment up, carry the next one down. Increment up, carry the next one down. Okay, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put a little squiggly line here. It's kind of like I'm skipping ahead. Okay, so at 19, then, I've run out of digits. I stopped at 9, so I have to start at the beginning again. I have to reset to 0, but now I have to change this. What's my next number become? What comes after 1? 2. So that increments up to 2. Okay, I keep going. After 0 is 1, I carry down. Increment up to 2, carry down my other column. Increment up my right column, carry down in my left column. Okay, I'm going to flip my paper over just to give me some more room. Let's say I got to 97. Okay, I'm at 97. I increment up to 98. Just flip your paper over on the back, your blank space. I carry down my 9. I increment up to 9 here. Carry down my 9. I've run out of digits again. Now what do I do? So I'm always looking at my rightmost column. I have to reset. 0. Okay. Well, I'm up here. I'm out of digits here. So I have to reset this column as well. I reset that one to 0. Now I add a new column, 1. That's how I get from 99 to 100. Okay, increment up my leftmost column, bring down the rest. Increment up, bring down the rest. Okay, that's how our decimal system works. When I get to 199, skipping ahead, have to increment up, 0, have to increment up to 0. My next digit after 1 is 2. Okay, the binary system works just like this, only there's 2 numbers in our binary system. So let's flip back over. We only have 0 and 1 in our binary system. Okay, so I'm going to start at the beginning like I did with my decimal, and I'm going to start with 0. Right? I increment up to my next digit, which is 1. I'm out of digits, so I have to reset already. Reset to 0, but then I need to add a new column. Okay, can I increment up from 0? Yep, I have a 1 right here, so that means I just bring down the 1 that's up there. Okay, I'm out of digits, so I have to reset again. I'm at 0 again. Do I have any numbers after 1? No, so I have to reset this column too. Now I start a new column. Okay, can I increment up after 0? Yep, put a 1, which means I just bring the rest of it down. Don't have anything here, so I have to reset. So this one changes to 1, and I just bring down the left column. Okay, what should my next number be, you think?
I think it would be 1, 1, 1.
You are correct, because I increment up here, I bring the other 2 down. It is 1, 1, 1. Good job. Okay, now I have to reset. I don't have anything after 1. Reset, 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 bring in a new column. Do you notice a pattern? Okay, what comes after this one then? 1, and since I could change that, I bring everything else down. What do you think comes next? 0. What about this column? 1, and I can bring down those 2. Okay, reset to 1. Since I could reset that, I bring these down. Reset. 0. 0. Good. And then bring down the next one. How are we feeling? Pretty good? You seeing the pattern?
Yeah,
Okay.
Because at the beginning you bring 1 to the front.
Yes. Okay, now what's next? 1. And since I was able to change that, bring everything else down. Okay, so notice here, my decimal is 0, my binary was 0. My decimal was 1, my binary was 1. My decimal is 2 here. Here's my binary. Looks like 10, but it's really a 1 and a 0. This one's 3. This one looks like 11, but it's 1, 1. Okay, so let's take a look at some numbers on our next page. We're going to convert our decimal to binary. So who can read this number? Anybody read this number? 50940. Okay, so using place value, what is this number?
5 million.
No, not quite. My comma would be right here.
509,401.
Good. 509,401. Okay. So that means if we're breaking it down into our place values, this means 5 times, if this was 100,000, 500,000, it's 5 times 100,000. This is in the 10,000 spot, but there's no number here, so this is 0 times 10,000. 9,000 would be 9 times, who knows? How do I get 9,000? 9 times? About 9 times what? 1,000. 1,000. 400 would be 4 times, what place value is it? 400. 4 times 100, right? This is in the tens place. The tens place, there's nothing here, so it's 0 times 10. And then I have the ones place. So this would be 1 times, not 0, because that would be 0, but it's 1 times 1. So our place value, 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. Okay. Okay, so in binary, we're going to look at it the same way. Okay, what number is this? If I'm reading it in place value form, what number is this one?
990.
Go ahead, give it a shot.
101,011.
Okay, so we don't have to read the 0, but you're right, 101,011. Okay, so this is the same as 1 times, if it's 100,000, 1 times 100,000. This again is in the 10,000s place, so 0 times 10,000. 1 times 1,000.